My name is Scott Pressler. I am the son of a retired Navy captain. I am that long-haired Eagle Scout. And I'm here in Georgia to help stop the steal.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
But you guys don't know my story. I graduated from college, couldn't find a job, and I started walking dogs for a living because there's no shame in a hard day's work and an honest day's labor. And I want to pay respect to President Obama because he did inspire me. The day that he was reelected, I created my Twitter account because I told myself, you can sit at home and whine and complain, or you can do something about it. So I started volunteering. I fell in love with it because I met people like you. I moved to Texas to help elect Governor Greg Abbott. I spent 2 years of my life working to defeat Hillary Clinton. Spent the last 4 years of my life helping to defend and protect our Constitution. Now guys, a year ago I was invited to the White House and it was the coolest gosh darn moment of my life. I even flat ironed my hair. Listen, I was about to see our man. It was a special occasion. And so I'm walking in there, and all of our heroes are there. I'm talking Donald Trump Jr., Kimberly Guilfoyle. I'm sitting behind Dan Bongino. I know. I could breathe on him, but that was pre-COVID. I can't do that anymore. And so David Harris Jr. is asking our president a question on the right side of the room. I'm on the left. I knew he was going to turn his head. I had my arm like this, prepared, ready to go. President Trump started to turn his head, but first his hair moved a little bit. And then his head moved and I shot up my arm like a dang lightning bolt. President Trump pointed at me. The most powerful man was locking eyes with me for 2.3 seconds. I counted. Melania Trump better watch out because I am wiggling my way right in there. So I like to think of my life as I started off humbled in the doghouse and I ended up in the White House! Now guys, our president Trump inspired me because a year ago he talked about Baltimore and I saw everybody else was pointing the finger and they were blaming and they were scapegoating, but nobody was taking action. And so I tweeted out to my following and I said, I'm going to Baltimore. I didn't realize what I had done because all these people wanted to help and then I was like, uh-oh. I studied criminal justice, not waste management and sanitation. So within 6 days, we organized a national cleanup with 200 volunteers on a Monday, and we picked up 12 tons of trash in 12 hours in 1 day! So I went home to my ma, and I was like, Ma, I'm good at picking up trash. And you see her heart swelled with pride because her son, the dog walker, turned into a trash collector. But the reason why I share this story with you is, guys, I'm an average American citizen, but I did something extraordinary because I chose to take action. And in 1 year's time, so many of you feel hopeless and you feel powerless and you say, Scott, one person can't make a difference. One vote doesn't matter. And I'm here to tell you that you do matter. And in 1 year, we've organized cleanups in Atlanta, Austin, Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Duquesne, Detroit, Houston, Kenosha, Los Angeles, Miami, Milwaukee, Portland, Pittsburgh, Philly. And I was even protested for picking up trash by the Democrats in San Francisco, California.
Oh, Lord.
Eat your heart out, Nancy Pelosi. So what I want you to take away from today is you are so powerful if you choose to hone that power and if you choose to act. And I make a promise to you, as soon as the election, I was really looking forward to sleeping. I was. On November 4th, I was like, Scott, you're gonna go to bed and you're gonna rest. But as soon as it was clear that there were numerous irregularities and that an election was being stolen from us, I headed straight to the steps of the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Capitol building. And then I went and marched with you in D.C. to help stop the steal. And yesterday I drove 9 hours here from Virginia, registered a 17-year-old on the way. And I would not miss this for the world! So just know that you have an ally in me, and I will do everything. I promise you, I am not gonna rest. I am not gonna give up. I will not buckle. I will not bend. I will not be intimidated. And I'm gonna do everything to fight for truth and justice, because I firmly believe that freedom is worth fighting for. And that's what we are. We are not just Americans. We are freedom fighters! So thank you to you that have chosen to step up, you that have chosen to raise your voices, and you that have chosen to take action. Thank you.
Stop the steal! 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 Stop the steal!
Also, I am filing a FOIA request to not only Governor Kemp, but also our Secretary of State. And in the FOIA, I am requesting any documentation sent to or from that include Dominion voting system, Smartmatic, DVS, and I have a message before I go. I have a message to you Republicans that are elected who are not standing firmly with our president.
Yeah, we're not happy.
We will remember! And for those of you, when I do receive my FOIA request, which should be done for every state that use Dominion voting system, to the governor and the Secretary of State, we will find out whose Republican hands are clean or dirty. And in 2022, we will primary you! You guys have changed my life. I want you to know that. You've changed my life. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. And I want you to know I'm not stopping. I stand with you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Scott Pressler.
Thank you, Scott.
Foremost, I want to apologize for our tardiness. I never like starting late. I apologize. We have a number of issues. Our transportation didn't show up. So we had to arrange a cluster of Ubers. So I'm really sorry about that. It's possible they knew where they... Ladies and gentlemen, in 2016, is somebody warming up today? Yeah, are you ready to boo as loud as you can? Great. In 2016, I voted for Hillary Clinton. Damn. That's exciting. I voted for Hillary Clinton, and this is a very, very special event to me. It's close to my heart because it was the fake news that led to me walking away from the Democratic Party. Let's give it up for everyone who walked away from the Democratic Party. Because there were a lot of us. You know, a lot of people made the same decision that I made to walk away this year. We've seen already in just the exit polls, the studies of the demographics that have been done so far, we're going to see more and more as the voting demographics begin to shift. But what we saw is that we nearly doubled the black votes. We saw enormous shifting with the Hispanic community, the Asian community, the Jewish community, and because very close to my heart, we doubled the LGBT vote. Joe Biden campaign. Don't get me wrong, I want to be clear about that. But the truth is, on our side of the fence, we don't virtue signal constantly about how we're the party of tolerance and inclusivity and how the other side are morally deficient bigots and racists and Nazis and homophobes. We don't do that. But it does kind of bear pointing out, I think, that the Democrat Party is becoming the party of straight white people. Congratulations, guys. So we're seeing this year that all of these different minority demographics are beginning to shift, in addition to the fact that we know that President Trump has gotten 10.5 million more votes than he got in 2010.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
So why is this happening? Why are all of these people making the decision to walk away? Well, these guys right here are a big, huge part of the puzzle that is why people are walking away from the left. It's these guys. It's MSNBC, it's CNN, it's the New York Times, it's BuzzFeed, it's Vice, it's Rachel Maddow, it's Anderson Cooper, it's Dylan Lemon. That's true too, and it's even happening on our side as well. We're seeing that a lot. Now, Don Lemon, I actually have. Hold on now. I have a little bit of compassion for Don Lemon. Hear me out. Hear me out. I have a little bit of compassion for Don Lemon because I truly believe he doesn't know, he doesn't understand at all what's going on. I don't even think he's invited to the meetings at CNN. Like when everyone sits down and they have their strategy planning meetings and they say, okay, how are we going to present the news today? Well, we got to figure out, how to make Trump Hitler today. We got to figure out how to make his following all white supremacists. We've got to figure out how to turn every story, spin every story to this. And I don't think that they invite him. So I think that he just sits down every day in front of the teleprompter and starts scrolling.